Good morning. Welcome to Sustainomics. We have with us today Ms. Soma Deb, Senior Manager, People Partner, ID5, which is an IT tech company. A very warm welcome to Sustainomics, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, how do you foster the culture of trust and transparency, within the organization? And I think my focus hold is going to be in specific with the Gen Z coming in.
Yeah, I think interesting. Gen Z is the hot topic right now. So I do follow two very simple theory which I have. Is one is open communication.
Right.
I think Gen Z is a generation where they like transparency. They do not like things to be hidden from them. They would like to know everything in detail. So being in a company where 80% of the workforce is Gen Z, is you need to keep a very clear communication. At the same time, you need to build an environment where they are very reluctant and not very hesitated to discuss about their ideas. They know, and also empathy and confidentiality, that is very very important now. They should be in a safe place where they feel that whatever we discuss, whatever issues are there, it is heard, and at the same time actions has been taken. So I think these are the very two simple policies I follow when I work with the Gen Zs.
Very nice. I mean, it's pretty much reflective for all of us also to understand how do we really, enable them to openly communicate. Because communication to Gen Z is not probably a one-on-one communication.
Exactly.
It's more of a digital in nature where they
Exactly.
want to have a WhatsApp chat or a chat on a Slack and each of that. So how do you manage these?
See, I think nowadays, yeah, we used to do chats on maybe Google Chat and all that, and now we are also see when we say that Gen Zs has to understand how the work culture is, how it works on.
Right.
We as a senior person also have to understand their way of working. We also have to somewhere mold ourselves to the maybe the new technologies they use, new words they use. There are a lot of new words I learned from them. So it is equally important that both the sides have to be equally adjusting to each other.
Right. Pretty much the SMS line jargons that they talk about, ASAP, FYI.
Exactly.
Right.
We need lunch break, they need break to cool their, calm their mind.
Very nice. Wonderful, wonderful. So, ma'am, this leads me to the next question. What HR strategies support ethical, technology development, and how do you really think that, this data responsibility can be built in among them? Because data is the new oil as we go ahead.
Exactly. So as we know, lot of data policies, privy policies, all are coming out. So I feel that when we think about the security of the data that we have, the main thing is starts from the hiring. When I say hiring, what I focus is in definitely hiring the people who are matching to the skills, but at the same time who are also comes with the values which matches with the company culture. It is very very important. I feel skills can always be taught, but the values of the company is something which is very difficult to teach. And but at the same time we cannot leave it in that way. So the first obviously starts with the hiring with people with right values, and then continuous training. Every time it has to be embedded in the company backbone. Every time there has to be a continuous training, continuous reminding to the people that okay, these are the policies we follow, and this is our backbone, this is what we are. And according to me, I feel it is not only the hiring, it is also a top down approach. Until the moment managers talk and walk the values, their team will do the same.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think that was wonderful to have these insights being shared, especially in the context of how we can really build the transparency and probably communicate, especially with the Gen Z coming in.
Thank you so
for
much,
the valuable insights.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure having you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.